How many visitors in it? Oh, two people are.
Dean did make it
Oh, man,
from Aruba.
he better be sitting there with a nice cocktail down there, you know. Frozen drink, I imagine.
I was teasing him, this isn't the time of year to go to Aruba.
I know.
Send me there in February or
Keep
March.
quiet.
He said, I guess it's a wedding or something
Yeah.
that the family's down.
Hi, Dean. Hi, Leslie.
Hi, guys.
Dean, how you doing?
Get your little glass hut.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
trying to.
you're right. It's a little hot, Marianne, but it's still pretty nice. It's a breeze and had a marvelous day with the grandchildren today, so can't complain.
Good.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. I'd like to make a motion that we add subsequent business not on the agenda.
I'll second it, but what is the?
So this is to extend an invitation to bid for sidewalks. We just got word earlier this week that the state engineers have accepted what our engineers have put forward. So this would be to do a stretch of sidewalk from the start of Judy Black through the Bouvier property.
Right, that area is, and would it go around the corner, all the way at Judy Black, around the side there towards Washington?
A portion of it will,
Yeah,
to
right,
complete that intersection.
That's great.
You want to vote on it now?
Yeah, all in favor?
All
All right.
Did we ever hear anything about the grant that, I know you got, Michelle?
We were denied. That's why we're doing.
Finally, because last time I checked, not too long ago, we hadn't heard anything.
Yeah, so that's why we're doing this session, because we
That's
that. Okay, no communications. Oh, I'm sorry. Make a motion to approve the minutes of the July 31st, 2025 meeting of the Board of Selectmen.
Second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
No communications, appointments and resignations. We have the resignation of Craig Schoen, Chairman of our Board of Finance. That was effective immediately. Want to thank Craig. He had decades, I believe, on the Board of Finance. But thank him for all his service to the town.
And especially, he was the chair of the Board of Finance for the last 2 years, and he did a great job with that
He
too.
did.
So,
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Nathaniel Kardonsky to the Washington Arts Council. Nathaniel's reached out, submitted a letter. He's attended several meetings. The council, he's definitely in favor. He's the new executive director of the Art Association.
no, I'll second it.
Any other discussion?
I guess not. No conflict there.
No, members of the Art Association currently serve and have served on that council. Dean?
You said member, not. He's the chair, he's not the director.
Well, no, he's the director. The chair is a volunteer.
I think it would be a conflict, Dean, if they were in a position to award funds or anything, but they don't do any funding for anything, Jim, do that? I don't think.
No, the town,
It would go through the Economic Development Council in order for the. It's a good question, Dean. We should look probably.
I think in the future, directors and people that are on staff in an organization as opposed to board members. I want synergy between the groups, that's for sure. We all do, but I worry a little bit about a conflict there, but I'm fine with it. In this case, with the Arts Council, these are people that are all on the same page and want the same thing, so I think it's fine.
yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
First selectmen's report. So I want to report on something that Linda had touched on earlier. We've got an application from the Siting Council for a cell tower to go up on Warren Road. If you folks remember, probably 25 years ago, there was a similar application that got denied. There was, I believe, a lot of work done by Montessori, wasn't in favor of it. I don't know if that's going to hold true today because of the change in technology, but we'll keep a closer eye on that.
So they haven't, it wasn't they haven't submitted this in conjunction with Montessori. It's a tower company that wants to,
Yeah, and it's an individual property. It's a private property owner.
that's agreed to rent out there.
Yeah.
Make money off it. Yeah.
Anything on the selectmen's reports, Jay?
I just had two things I wanted to update you. This year we are working with Steep Rock to do work on knotweed and invasive species along the Chapad. We're starting at the Steep Rocks property up on 109 and then I'm sorry, 47 there from that spot, working our way down behind the fire department and that stretch of the river right there. They've done extensive research on this on the product they're using. It's been used around the area by other groups as well. Seems to be pretty effective. It doesn't seem to affect the other, as far as I understand, affect the other species there. They're done one application, they'll be doing another one. It's a 2 or 3 year process to really eradicate it, because they go in and they don't rip it out, because anything you rip out, if it gets in the river, it'll just float down and spring up again. They literally go into the plant and spray inside the plant to kill the weed, to kill the roots. Thank you. Yeah. And so we're happy with it so far. We are looking next year, and we'll talk about this when we get into the budget season, to talk about doing more work down towards into town. And we've already started talking about working also with anybody who owns property along the river besides the town and Steep Rock to get them involved as well, because it doesn't help do anything if you got one person in the middle there who's not doing anything, and it spreads pretty easily. I don't have the name for it. I can get you the name, but I don't have the name. It's a long name, but like I said, there was a lot of research done by Steep Rock and other groups to use this product, so they feel that it's of anything they can use, this is the environmentally friendliest product that they can use. So the other thing I wanted to just mention too is that we're planning a series of I don't know what I call them, workshops, but presentations about use of plastic come the fall and over the winter, probably around Earth Day next year. Trying to work with, we've been recycling plastic, people recycle plastic bottles and etc. But there is a movement to try to say, if you cannot buy the plastic and do something else, but when you need whatever product it is, that'd be great. So we're should show some documentaries about what happens when the plastic is just found in the lake, in the oceans, rivers, side of the road, and then talk about alternatives. It's just not an attempt to scare people. It's just, here's the alternatives you could use in your house to try to make it better. We know I hope it's not a losing battle, but we all seen the pictures around with plastics all over the place. So anyway, those are two things. That's from the sustainability. So
Thanks, Jay.
yeah.
Dean?
Yeah, please, if you don't mind, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great. I spoke with Sean Hayden this week. This has to do with the boat ramp and really cleaning up the rules and regulations about inspections, what we're doing, what we're not doing, that kind of thing. They're really on it. The task force has done a very good job. He's got a committee. They're looking into it. They're looking into a sanitation station. I'm either going to join the committee wearing my Lake Warmug Authority hat, or I'm just going to sit in on them. That's yet to be determined. And down the road, we are facing a big problem, and I'll start to alert people here. You're going to hear more and more about it. Hydrilla is coming. We've avoided it. It's not good. It's very, very expensive and perhaps even impossible to eradicate once it's in the lake. They're very nervous about it. Sean says, I lose sleep over this, and I believe him. So it's scary stuff, and they really believe that boat inspection is a premium way to curb it or keep it at bay. So they're even talking about a sanitation station. Again, this is all very preliminary, but early numbers are somewhere, in the sort of doable $200,000 range for a complete sanitation station. Again, very preliminary, but And what that would do is almost steam clean ballast tanks to live wells to hulls to all of these things. So it's not just wake boats or any specific thing. It's just all of them together that we really want to fully inspect and clean. And they're working on that. And then we, again, when it gets further along, we'll either be talking about some parking spaces from the town or from the state or a town property off-site a little bit. Again, this is very preliminary. I just wanted to start to plant the seed that this is something we're going to really be looking at. And Sean and his team are really on top of it. I was very thrilled. I really was worried that it was kind of who was doing the inspection. It was wishy-washy. It's not. They're on it. They don't need my help at all. I'm willing to offer it and be a voice, but you know, much to my not surprise, but pleasure, they've got it. I kind of think that's it. And also Hank and his team, the people he's got there need to be commended. He continues to be vigilant and be Hank, which is what we want him to be. So that's it on that.
Great, thanks, Dean.
So can I ask Dean a quick question? Are you talking about anybody who has a boat on the lake or anybody putting one into the lake? Is that what you mean?
It would only be upon launch.
Okay, so if you had your, well, yeah, but,
So even the owners are inspected when they come in at the beginning.
right, because they gotta take their boat out and
Right.
put them in. Yeah, great, okay.
Right.
And if they take it out and put it back in again, that's gonna get inspected again. Okay, that sounds,
And who knows, there may be some sort of certification process where you can show that you haven't been in any other body of water, and you can affidavit that, or when we can accept that, or who knows what all those, minor details will be. But there will be something, and it's pretty comprehensive now, but it'll be more comprehensive.
it's great to be proactive, Dean.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Okay, thank you, Dean. Old business. So 2 weeks ago, we talked a little bit about potential coverage for the town of Washington. John Bonito had mentioned that Michelle, he had attended an EDC meeting and Michelle was going to contact John. So I got in touch with Michelle to follow up. She had 2 messages into him and was putting in a third this afternoon, but has had no response. I talked to John Bonito this afternoon, and he has also left messages and got no response. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I just wanted to get everybody up to
Yeah.
date.
Thanks for following up.
This is real preliminary as well. We got a proposal, and I think I sent Dean, you and Jay the email from American Tower. We've got to look at it. The attorney's got to vet it. And make sure it's all apples to apples with what we've got now. There's no surprises, because this is going out, I believe, to 2040, or it's it's got all the increases. And again, I just wanted to bring it up. It's on you guys' radar. We'll flesh it out more.
I'm glad you said that to us. It does concern me. It seems like, I guess we didn't get sold a bill of goods, but I sure remember that every carrier was going to be on there within 2 years. At least I thought that's what I remembered somebody telling us, but.
Yeah, and I think the economics put that right down the window when the other carriers said, well, for how many people? That kind of thing.
I understand. Yeah. No, I think that's true, but I sure, want to put their feet to the fire a little bit and say, look, this isn't exactly the coverage we thought we were going to get in the first place.
Right.
We're signing a long lease. Better be great this time.
Yeah.
Visitors, we'll start online. Leslie, Todd. We're good. Linda?
You verify what Dean, I wasn't really hearing what he was saying. What was the issue with the lake with the boats?
Hydrilla, it was invasive. Another invasive.
No.
Yeah, that they're looking at getting a sanitation station. So when the boat's inspected, it's also sanitized to make sure this stuff isn't on there.
So whereabouts is that invasive?
Well,
is it all around the lake? Is it?
No, it's not.
Hasn't hit our.
It's not in the lake yet, but apparently, if it does, it's either very expensive or almost impossible to get rid of. So the thing is to be proactive and make sure it never gets in the lake.
Thing. I mean, that's not 100% what I'm saying.
No,
So, what is it that they're talking about doing to the boats? What do you mean by sanitized?
It'd be like a pressure washer kind of thing.
Pressure?
Yeah.
But not any chemicals being used to really, I mean, when you pressure wash it, where's it gonna go into the lake?
I don't know, that's
No,
part
it
of what
wouldn't be
they're
on,
gonna have.
it wouldn't necessarily be on site, and to Dean's point, it's, right now, it's just a concept, it's not a, nothing's been run through yet, Linda.
Are there other lakes close by that has this,
The invasive,
Yeah.
I believe there are, Dean,
What was the question?
are there lakes in Connecticut that have this invasive already?
Yes, and I can't speak to where that is, and I believe Bantam is one of them. I think a little bit in Candlewood. Please don't quote me on this. But because I said it, you could quote me on it, I suppose.
You already have been quoted in it.
Yeah. So I don't know, Linda, but it's definitely here. And all I know is the people a lot smarter than I am are quite worried about it. And the sanitation station is very good. It's completely, all it is steam cleaning. And we were asked if that would fully eradicate it. And they said, absolutely. It would absolutely keep anything from, being able to survive it, and get into our lake. So it's not toxic, no chemicals, no nothing. It's the right solution. It's figuring out how to pay for it and all those other things and space and all that stuff. So more to come.
we would have to build this station for the boats to be steamed?
I think that's
To
what
some
they're working
extent,
on.
yeah.
They'll come back to us with what it would take to do something like this. We don't know yet.
Do you know what the name of the species is that they're talking about,
Hydrilla,
Drill.
hydrilla, Yeah.
Thank you.
you're welcome. Anything else?
I just had one thing I think I mentioned, I thought since this is the start of our, new year and all, it might be, I would love to see us send something out to the two Republican Democratic town committees and ask them, what are they looking for the board to do this year? Maybe it's more appropriate at budget time, but it seems like it would be a great way to ask, what do you see that we're doing that you would like? See us do better, see us not do, that kind of thing, and just get some input from them. So I just throw that out there
Yeah.
as an idea to.
Why do you want to ask them? Why don't we ask real people?
Well, I would love to leave it open to Jim, and I think Dean, and I think we do that, but I think the two since there are two parties there, I thought it would be a good way to start anyway. So.
It's a great idea, Jay.
And maybe we think about it, when we get closer to budget, Jim, because this year's we already have a budget set and we know what
Yeah,
we're
I thought
tackling.
that was I thought that's what we had talked about, is give them an opportunity to input prior to the
Yeah,
budget.
all right, I just, and we do have public meetings, people can come and speak, but I just think the formal groups might be a better way to get some input.
Yeah.
So, all right, thank you.
I was making a joke, but Jim's not laughing at my jokes anymore, so I'm a little worried. It must have been a bad week.
All right, we're. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, the committee, they are real people. They're just.
She was just kidding.
Representing.
I'm sorry, Linda. That was not my finest moment. Forget I said it. Delete.
Maybe we could get you to come to the meetings and talk to us a little bit. And not every meeting, obviously.
No, yeah, I said to both committees, anytime they want me,
Okay.
just give me a holler,
That would be
and I'm
good.
happy to go to both. Yeah,
That's great, thank you.
thank you, Linda.
So,
Okay, well, we're gonna move into executive session. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Dean, can you stay online?
Yes, sir.
what
No.
that, yeah,
No, he doesn't.
oh, he's part of the executive, okay. Got
You can say, I have to go.
it. Ah, Mr. Veneer.
See you in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Flip-flops.
Yes.
What you should be doing in the summer, it's the right way to
Yeah.
go.
Gonna be hard for real shoes on.
Yeah.
Okay, so, great. First of all, my apologies. When you left the office the other day and I pulled out contract. So this contract for these wells. And just to recap, going back a year and a half, 2 years, when we met with the attorneys here. And the attorney to me, never gave a satisfactory answer as to why are we testing, no matter what it is, we put it there.
Right,
Okay,
right.
my sense is this has gone on long enough. I'd like to wrap this up with the Ranieri family by the end of this year and purchase that property.
Absolutely. We're all
Dean, are
there.
you okay with that? And then we'll go through,
Absolutely, Jim.
we'll jump through the bloody hoops with DEP. I get it. It was the town's fault. We stopped monitoring in 2012. I don't know why. Nobody knows why. The point is, every test, to my knowledge, had been clean. There've been no issues, and there's no reason to think there's not gonna be a clean test. But if by some chance there's a new substance they're looking for and it turns up, it's still on us.
That's right. That's why we had that argument with this attorney. What's the point? We still can buy it. We got it even, I totally agree.
Okay,
It's just like,
so I'd like to move it to the Board of Finance, get it to a town meeting by October and done.
totally
Was that-
agree.
Work for you, Ray?
Yeah, I mean, the sooner we can get a closing date, and I could put this on, you know, it's been
Yeah.
almost 5 years now, looking back at some of my paperwork. so it's
You mentioned the map, but you're good, right? With your new map? Did,
I believe so, I think Mike left out, there's like one little sliver, I can't remember exactly which parcel, but there's no like explanation of the line, it's like a 0.6 acre sliver. And I guess,
is that part of what we were buying?
yeah, it's, because it's A, B, and C, so.
Yeah.
Like a little tiny sliver of C, I guess he never put, 100 feet this way, 50 feet, or,
Oh,
however that works with the.
I thought he did, at least, I'll look too.
So I'm not sure, I think that was the only thing that my attorney brought up.
Okay,
With any issues to the map.
but you got those were lot line revisions,
Yeah,
and that went through planning and all that.
yeah, and as far as I know, it's good, but I know the only question that I had was. The town can do, purchasing or whatever for subdivision purposes, which we didn't do a subdivision, we did a lot line revision, so I just wanna make sure our lot line revision. Falls under the same category
Yeah,
as the subdivision, so that everything works out in the end, and it's.
we actually submitted to planning or health, that we would never have a septic on our property once we bought it from you. That was part of the whole,
Yeah,
so that box was checked.
Okay,
So we're good to go with, we got the Ranieris set up the pieces that were
right,
important to us.
right.
Your right of way is still intact.
yeah, that was the other question.
Mike did the surveying of it already,
Mike-
right? That's been done, that's been filed, if I remember.
To raise, yeah, to Ray's point though, now I gotta go back and look and make sure that
Yeah,
C or whatever sliver it was is properly done, so we don't have to go back at this.
and what's the process? Isn't there something about going to the planning commission when you are purchasing property like this? I thought there was, I know there's some,
I'll look at the ordinance.
check that
I
out,
know it's it's us,
the Board of
the
Finance.
Board of Finance, town meeting,
Yeah.
and then,
But I thought there was something about the planning commission approving a purchase like this, Jim, if you just double check that for me. Or for us, so I don't wanna bypass it and
Yeah.
find out later if that they,
The only thing I worry about with the well thing, Jim, and I completely concur that we should just move forward. The only snag that I could see coming up, unless it's a cash deal, correct? It would
Yeah.
be.
yeah,
Yeah, well, so then forget my problem. The only way it wouldn't be is because a mortgage company or a company with a lien, any lien holder, it would affect the title. And obviously then the title transfer could get messed up because you haven't done something with the state. They're still right, but we don't have any of those issues if it's a cash deal.
yeah, it's a cash deal, and they're two totally separate things, believe it or not. The DEP is not making us do this to buy the property. DEP is making us do this as transfer station operators. It's got nothing to do with the family.
right?
Oh, interesting. So who was recommended we settle it before we purchased? That was just our attorney?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it never made
Yeah.
sense.
Well,
We-
Day one, it never
We've
made
been up
sense.
there for 40 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, even if something happens now, we're still responsible for it, then what's the point of holding?
Exactly.
Well, I guess I think I just would confer again. It's the only thing is maybe there's a liability reduction if you don't own it. There might be some. I'm with you, Jim, that liability is there no matter what. But
We asked them that.
Yeah, we asked
And they
them that.
couldn't answer it.
He was very
Right.
clear, yeah,
I said, well, we've been up there 40 years. There's nobody in town that doesn't know.
I agree.
So, okay, we're good with this.
right.
Okay,
Great, absolutely.
Ray, does that work?
Yeah,
And you and I will both work on that map thing and see what we can get. And I'll connect with Wayne Highland to make sure we're checking the boxes with land use.
Yeah, yeah, just, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I know, anyway, check. I know something came up once before.
So we should have this on a town meeting for October. And then just we'll write your family a check and
That'd be great.
good to go. Appreciate your patience, Ray. I know you're,
yeah, no, that's fine.
You're-
Actually, never been on.
he's getting pummeled from all sides,
bet.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm glad you're moving it forward, Jim, because that whole thing was
It's
ridiculous.
just, it's nuts. All right, Dean, get drunk, have fun.
How'd you know?
No, I thought it was a tan, but maybe not.
See you, bud.
That red face.
See you guys. See you in a week.
All right.
Bye-bye.